Please subscribe, like and comment. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Chelsea News. Timo Werner on target as Chelsea drop preseason match. It took less than 5 minutes of Saturday afternoon's game against Brighton for Timo Werner to find the net for the first time in a Chelsea shirt. The German's right foot finish from 6 yards out set the tone for a solid first-half display from Frank Lampard's team in this outing at the Amex Stadium. It needed Willy Caballero's penalty-saving skills to prevent the home side equalizing early in the second half, and the Seagulls also hit the woodwork, but in the closing minutes they did convert a spot kick, Pascal Gross making the final score 1-1. As well as Werner, Hakim Ziyech also started the match and was involved frequently, including as the main taker of set pieces, up until an injury led to his substitution. This preseason game was unusual in more ways than one. Not only has it come so soon after the end of the previous season, we played away in Munich only 3 weeks ago today, there was an extra spotlight on it with the event selected as a government-backed trial for supporters back inside stadiums. There were 2,500 Brighton fans allowed in for this test event, all suitably spaced out in 2 of the stands. No Chelsea fans were able to attend, and several of our men's first-team squad were not present either as they are self-isolating. The subs bench therefore contained several players from our academy sides, but the starting lineup contained familiar names, and included those new signings Werner and Ziyech. N'Golo Kanté wore the captain's armband. It should be noted that the shirt numbers worn today do not necessarily correspond with squad numbers for the forthcoming season. Reece James at right back had a shot across goal in the opening few seconds, and it did not take much longer for Chelsea to take the lead. Ziyech sent a long, diagonal ball into the penalty area where Callum Hudson-Odoi chested it back, and Werner had a simple task to score from close range. Not the best marking by Brighton, but still good vision and presence of mind in the Chelsea play. Brighton fans believed the goal was offside, as made clear by some ironic cheers when the flag went up later on. That opening goal came after a period of good possession, but when our opponents had the ball for spells and pushed forward later in the half, we defended well. Jake Clarke-Salter, who was on loan at Birmingham last season, was in the right place to make a clearance when the Seagulls threatened to break through midway through the first half. Soon after that, Ziyech curled in a wicked free kick from the left, but Werner could not keep his header down. Hudson-Odoi later cut inside and forced a sharp save from Matt Ryan, and Mateo Kovacic and Kanté nearly combined to work a way through the Brighton defense close to half-time, at the end of the move started by a trademark interception by the Frenchman, but we had to settle for a single goal led at the interval. N'Golo Kanté was the first half captain. There were 3 substitutions at half-time, with Cesar Azpilicueta and Tony Rudiger coming on in central defense and Willy Caballero in goal. 2 of those were involved straight after the restart when Rudiger was judged to have fouled Lewes Dunk as a corner came over. The sharp Caballero saved Neil Maupay's penalty low down to his left. Willy Caballero saves the first of 2 penalties he faced. Ziyech's game came to an end soon after. He walked off after treatment. After the game, Lampard described it as a little twist to the knee that will have to be assessed. The main story of the mid-part of the second half was Brighton skimming the crossbar when Adam Webster got his head to a free kick before Caballero arrived with his punch, and Pascal Gross not far away with a direct free kick for the home side, as well as plenty of substitutions made. They included the introduction of Ethan Ampadu, who was an on-loan teammate of Werner's last season at Leipzig, and first-year academy scholar Harvey Vale, who had a bouncing shot headed away from the goalmouth shortly after coming on. There was 1 minute of the 90 left when Brighton were awarded the second penalty of the game. Ampadu was the player penalised for stretching out a leg and making contact with Aaron Connolly. Azpilicueta was certainly displeased by the decision. This time Caballero could not reach the kick, Gross sending it the other side from the earlier saved spot kick. There were fans inside the stadium for this one. There was still time for Oliver Giroud to have a shot saved and then go off with a bandaged head before the whistle blew on a 1-1 draw. We will be back in this stadium for the opening of our Premier League season on the 14th of September. Chelsea: Kepa, Caballero HT, James, Lawrence 66, Christensen, Azpilicueta HT, Clarke-Salter, Rudiger HT, Alonso, Motson 66, Kanté, Ampadu 61, Kovacic, Baker 61, Loftus-Cheek, Vale 72, Ziyech, Gallagher 54, Werner, Giroud 61, Castillo 90+2, Hudson-Odoi, McCormick 72. Unused subs: Baxter, Pert Harris. Scorer Werner reveals his excitement at pulling on Chelsea shirt ahead of first outing the 29th of August 2020. Watch out for Chelsea FC.